Hello everybody, Maria Grosbaum from Abyssimo Online Mixed Media School is here with you with a new meditative, very philosophical, very beautiful tutorial. I always loved a concept of Kintsugi and always wanted to use it in my art, but you're probably wondering, what is Kintsugi? Let's talk about it. Kintsugi is the Japanese art of putting broken pottery pieces back together with gold, built on the idea that in embracing flaws and imperfections, you can create an even stronger, more beautiful piece of art. Every break is unique, and instead of repairing an item like new, the 400-year-old technique actually highlights the scars as a part of the design. Using this as a metaphor for healing ourselves teaches us an important lesson. Sometimes, in the process of repairing things that have broken, we actually create something more unique, beautiful, and resilient. And here is my version, my soul repairing kintsugi that I've created with mixed media techniques. And this artwork is actually our model painting. I'm going to show you how to create floral abstract and then how to apply on top Kintsugi effect with colorful gradients. Okay, so there's a lot of things. It's not just the Kintsugi effect, but other techniques. Before we start talking about materials that we're going to use, I want to tell you something about your disappointment, about not being able to paint in this tutorial with gold on your face. Okay, I'm just kidding. Yes, the aim of this tutorial is to create mixed media piece. It's not about effects of kintsugi on your face. All right? Okay, so materials. For this tutorial, I'm going to use materials that are ideal, of course, according to my subjective taste, okay? That are allowing me to create most beautiful kintsugi effect, okay? But it doesn't mean that you have to use exactly same materials. Although there is a supply list underneath this video, please check it out. But I encourage you to use what you have on hand. There is no reason to spend millions of dollars on art supplies unless you have these millions of dollars. I actually don't. Anyway, we are going to talk about substitutions as well. So now let's concentrate on what we have. I'm going to use black pilot pen 0.7. Thinner is better. There are thinner ones like 0.5, maybe even thinner than that. Okay, on watercolor paper 300 gram. Now the paper was too big, so I'm using only half of it, which is approximately 5.5 by 8.5 inches, or it's exactly half of A4, the European standard paper size. Okay, so as you can see, I am not using any ruler when I create a frame. Okay, I find a special beauty that things are not too symmetrical or not too straight. Okay, and also most important part is that this tutorial is also dedicated to loving your imperfections. So imperfection is actually something that looks great. Okay, now before painting our beautiful, what did I call it? Yes, the floral abstract, I want you to take another half of your watercolor paper for training your hand and drawing these curved lines, because these lines are used in my so-called plant. Now I'm going to talk slower because now we are getting into the meditative mood. Well, not that slow. So there is a special beauty in parallel lines, especially if the distance between them is different. because it adds an illusion of bulk, of dynamics, of can I say curviness. It really shapes your shape. I know it is a terrible English, terrible English. I do my best. Please bear with me. So when you do these lines, this parallel lines exercise, start from simple to more complex, okay? And once you feel confident, using your knowledge that you just acquired, create a floral abstract. I know you probably think, oh, I just started, I'm not sure if I'm capable to do so, I don't have enough courage to create these free lines. Come on, challenge yourself, and remember, perfectionism is for pussies, okay? We are brave, unstoppable artists, and the aim of this exercise is to show you that imperfections are actually perfect. If you don't know exactly what to draw, you can follow exactly what I'm doing. It is only important to remember, when it comes to floral abstract, it's still important to show petals, a stem, and leaves. The way I work, first I create contour for each element of my design. So I already have a stem, I have strange petals, and now I'm adding leaves. So once I'm satisfied with my composition, I will start adding internal lines for more volume. Now let's take a look at the model painting, and yeah, as you see, I already built a flower and I have leaves on the upper left corner and at the bottom right. So let's do the bottom right. Now let's speed up a video a little bit. Well, okay, I'm happy with my composition, and now it's time to add internal lines, and I will speed up the video again. So as you see, I'm not inventing any wheel. I just decide about the direction of the lines, and then I actually shape my element with them. So it is very obvious. If you want your element to look darker, you add more lines. If you want it to look lighter, add less. Well, by now you already see that it is a quite tedious work because there is a lot of lines, right? That's why I chose to work on a smaller paper size. Yes, it is tedious, but at the same time it is very meditative, calming, and enjoyable. Well, I think I've created quite a cool petal, and it looks like the weather is very windy. Yes, actually lines allow you to create this beautiful movement. Well, I'm not going to invent a wheel for my second petal, I'm just going to repeat same steps. Well, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this progress and this process. And you are probably by now already an expert of drawing the lines. I have to assure you that after one, two, okay, three pedals, you already will be an expert of drawing the lines. And because you understand by now what I'm doing, I'm going to keep this video on a high speed. Well, my artistic intuition tells me that I can leave for now the flower, even I didn't finish it yet, but I really feel like working on the leaf. Well, looks like I have a good looking leaf. What do you think? I really like this dynamics, that lines add to the drawing. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're getting here somewhere. What do you think? Of course, by adding lines here and there, I will know where I need to add more contrast and what needs to be darker. And now let's keep going with other leaves. Yeah, I think it actually could be a really great design for tattoo. I encourage you also to create shadows by adding more dense lines, just as I'm doing right now. Well, I really enjoy drawing this floral abstract, and I anticipate applying embossed golden lines, the Kintsugi effect, on it. And actually, I'm just thinking here out loud. I think Kintsugi effect will look really, really nice on any type of art, like photography, collage, three-dimensional art, like any type of sculpture or papier-mâché. I'm just giving you here ideas because my aim as an instructor is to give you a lot of inspiring creative tools to educate you and, of course, to give you new ideas. All right? Well, I almost finished this part of our tutorial and I really, really like it. I really enjoyed it, honestly. So, yeah, look at this. I think it's cool. Now, let me show you another cool trick. If you like to add more shadows, you could use regular pencil. Now, of course, I'm not that fast in reality. The video is speeded up a little bit, okay? But yes, I do encourage you to try and add more shading, more contrast with regular pencil. Well, I hope you like my drawing. So I'm done with this part. Now let's finally deal with Kintsugi effect. Well, so when you look at this effect, you obviously see that it is three-dimensional. The golden line is embossed and it's created with this coolest relief paste. Now, please, 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 again, don't worry about not having it, okay? First of all, you can order this product and I strongly recommend to try it out because it creates really beautiful effects. Not only kintsugi, you can create many things. You see how three-dimensional it looks. Okay, so there's a list of supplies underneath this video, and you could still do this exercise, this tutorial, if you don't have this paste. Oops, I think I just used a little too much. Okay, but it's okay. I love this happy accidents. Happy accidents led me to a lot of interesting discoveries in my creative path. Anyway, so back to my main thought. If you don't have it, we will talk about substitutions later. And if you have nothing at all, Kintsugi Effect could be created with regular golden or bronze or any metal acrylics. Okay, it's not going to be three-dimensional, but you could still create a feel of cracks, not exactly cracks, some kind of golden lines in between sections of your artwork. So when I apply when I apply this paste, I kind of imagine broken pieces of ceramics and I totally improvise. I don't have any specific layout in my mind, and it's a pure improvisation. The only thing that is important to me though is not to overdo it, not to create too many lines, because then I think my creation is going to lose its elegancy. So less is more. What a cool and simple concept that always works when I create mixed media. Okay, so now I'm showing you something that you could also use for Kintsugi Effect. It's the same company, it's called Jedio Pebio, and this paste creates really cool, not as bright, but still really cool three-dimensional lines, and they exist in many different metal and not only metal colors. So it's listed underneath this video. All right, now let's go to another fantastic, beautiful product. These are mirror effect, gold mirror effect sheets that will allow us to create beautiful, sparkling, really bright gold effect on the paste that we applied earlier. And if you look closer, you see that the paste now is yellowish but transparent. Okay, that means it's dry. It is crucial to let it dry before applying this sheet. Now, when you apply gold on top of your lines created with paste, make sure that its gold faces up. Okay, a lot of my students told me, Maria, something doesn't work. Maybe the product I bought was expired, because they used the wrong side. Okay, now for my convenience, I like kind of pressing lightly but still pressing, and with a piece of toilet paper I could really get to like everywhere I need to with this gold. Okay, give me a second, just show me some patience. Almost there. Okay, it looks pretty firm, so I'm still going, I'm pressing. Yes, please, patience, more patience. Soon, I promise you, you will have this, you will see this wow effect. Okay, a little more, because if okay, 1 2 3, and yow! Da 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 da. See? Yeah, I did really well because all the gold pigment now is appearing on the lines. What do you think? I think it's great. It's just perfect. Okay, it takes time to practice, but hey, I believe in you. I'm sure you can do it. Now let's apply same effect in other areas. Okay, let's get closer. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I would even say it's sexy. It is. Yes, yes, I get excited from this kind of effects. What can I say? That's why I'm an artist. Okay, so looks good, but very, very tiny. The end of this line needs some more gold. So the idea is when you apply gold, okay, like the first time is really great. If you miss something, it's still okay, but I found that it's harder than to get out all the pigment. So try to be really effective, like press and then yeah, well, see, it's not perfect anymore. So the first time is probably the most important time because then you get the most of this metal pigment. Okay, I'm happy. So here I'm showing you these blue gradients between the cracks. Here I have blue, yellowish, and greenish. But I would go for only the blue ones because I like it more. Yes, I like it more, probably because a lot of blue color is used in ceramics. All right, so let's use I hope you have watercolors. If you don't have watercolors, well, you can use acrylic colors that is nicely diluted, yes, with water because we want to keep the transparency. I'm using the Mungyo, the Korean set of watercolors that I love a lot, and I'm going to use not just one type of blue but different types of blue, like all this family of blues. I don't remember all their names, you know, I remember ultramarine and cobalt, but I know there's more. See, so the way I use it is that I have like a epicenter, you know, and that kind of creates gradient, you know, from yeah, and here I'm showing you that you could actually use color but not to touch your drawing inside. It's up to you, okay? But yeah, the idea is to create gradients and still to leave some sections, some what do you call it? There is a better name for that segment of your painting, or I don't know, the cracked area untouched. Okay, not every part has to have this Kintsugi effect. Okay, so the good part about this effect is that when you have these lines of actually the lines of Kintsugi that are not letting the color to travel everywhere else, like you are in the limited spots, so that allows to create very cool and smooth gradients. And the way I do it, I decide where I want the color to be more intense, and then with water, I'm kind of like spreading it to zero pigment. Let's get closer and take a better look. You see what is happening? And that's it. I kind of leave it. I know that when the area is wet, the color is going to travel, but it's still going to be very yeah, I mean, you can retouch it while it's still wet, but it's going to be a nice kind of gradient. So yeah, you could use exactly same ideas, exactly same approach. You could choose any different color, or you can choose like completely, like, I don't know, different families of colors. It's up to you, but I think I'm going to keep it simple, minimalistic, and very Japanese. Okay, cool. Now let's try warmer blue. So at this point, I think it's important to mention that the reason I like using pilot pen, yes, pen, not pencil, pen, it's because it's not being washed with water. But of course, you could try any other type of pen because you never know before you try. Okay, now let's work on this tiny segment. Well, more areas I touch. I just discovered something that contradicts with what I've said earlier. Actually, yes, pilot does changes a little bit underwater. It actually has this. It becomes a little purplish, but I think it's even cooler. I think it adds a really cool. Cool additional effect. Okay, well, so let's just keep it this way. Oops. Please don't underestimate happy accidents. They are leading to new, fantastic, creative discoveries. I have to say that probably at least half of my works were born as a result of happy accidents. So I'm almost done actually with my beautiful artwork. I suggest that we go back to the beginning and summarize what we've done. Okay, so number one, we learned how to create with a pen like Pilot really cool black and white drawing. Correct. We also learned how to add dynamics using simple parallel or almost parallel lines, and then we also added shadings with regular pencils. Then we talked about mixed relief paste. Then we waited till it dried. I forgot actually to tell you how long I waited. I waited a couple of hours. So the thicker your line is, longer it takes to dry. Then we applied really beautiful golden pigment. Yeah, I think I'm done actually. Yeah, that looks. I think I like what it looks like. But I mean, still, I need to let it dry, and then I will get this final look. Okay, so after that we applied this golden pigment, and then using watercolors, different types of blues, we added some colorful gradients. Et voila, we have a beautiful work that I encourage you to post in my Facebook group. The link is underneath this video. Okay, so these are the products that we used. Again, Pebeo Gedio, I believe it's French, golden sheets, the paste relief of the same company, different sizes of brushes, watercolor paper, and technically that's it. And this one is a substitution in case you don't have the relief paste. Well, everything is listed underneath this video, and of course it is important to put a nice signature. That's a happy moment. So Maria G, I think that's good enough. Okay, now I mean, well, I see that blue kind of escaped a bit, but it's still good. I don't know, I think it's really great and meditative. Now here I'm showing you similar effects, golden lines that I explain how to apply them and create this beautiful lotus yeah, the lotus painting. And this is an exercise from the same course. The course is called Secrets of Lotus, and you see how three dimensional this is. These are all created with the products that I used today. This one is another exercise. Many of you already took this class and showed me absolutely breathtaking results. So the link to this class will be also underneath this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed the process. Oh, look at this one. This one is another exercise from this class. Sorry, I'm just so liking this three-dimensional effect. So I can't stop. Wait a second, I think I showed this one already. Anyway, yeah, looks like this video has its own life. Anyway, I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please visit my school. Please visit my, online school. Please visit my Facebook group. Please don't be shy to show your results. Please share my video. Put some likes. Maybe you want to buy me a coffee. There is a heart sign underneath this video. That would be really appreciated. Yeah, just take a look what was created. I think this kintsugi thing is very beautiful. Okay, so happy creating. Maria from Abyssimo was here with you today. Please don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and create new innovative mixed media paintings. Kisses!